pound of weed or a bite to eat. Take a seat, sit back, relax, kick up both your feet. Now light and blow that tree, vibe with me, spend quality time with me. Listen to my cadence, ride the beat.
Vibrations high, my vibrations high, my vibrations high, low vibrations by, low vibrations by, low vibrations by, vibrations high, my vibrations high, my vibrations high, low vibrations by, low vibrations by, low vibrations by.
Grab her to grab her, vibe with the slapper, smoke white like Casper, higher than NASA. Crystals I gather, chakras I fathom. My third eye mastered, predictions disaster. Nature's my pastor, nature's my passion. I'm moving past you with equals, no matter beneath me. No, he be my brother, my kappa, my sister, sorority into my chapter.
Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your girl, Scream, aka TheyScreaming WordSmith. Listen, I picked a nice new scenery. It's still pretty nice outside. It's a little chilly now, but I thought I'd switch it up. I already recorded this video, but I'm not gonna lie, like the first time I recorded it, I was angry, I was anxious, I had a lot going on, I was upset, so the topic was just all over the place. I was flustered, you know. I didn't have any written down ideas or anything to like work with, and it was just all over the place. But I'm still gonna post it after I post this in comparison to the topic. So the topic is missing Aaliyah in the physical and dissecting narcissism, you feel me? And I know y'all probably like, how do you correlate the two, right? And this time I actually wrote everything I felt down because I really didn't want to miss points. Like, it was really important for me to really get what I had to say off my chest. So alright, so the whole reason I wanted to do a topic called missing Aaliyah in the physical is because, number one, she's my favorite artist, the only artist ever for my whole lifetime that I ever consider myself a fan of. I'm one of those people that, you know, I'm not prideful, but I'm logical, you feel me? And I don't use words like fan for anybody because a lot of people are egotistical, and she's probably the only artist that I've ever liked, supported, that didn't show any type of ego, any type of big head energy, you feel me? And it's still like that to this day. She's like a big example of why I love music, why I am the way I am, as far as my message in music and how I carry myself, as far as my music career, things of that nature, you feel me? Like, I could really go into that, but we'll get into that later. So like, she experienced a lot of trauma in her personal life, right? And I'm not really gonna get into it. If y'all know the history, y'all know the history. If y'all don't, y'all could look it up yourself. And I'm pretty sure she experienced just as much trauma in the music industry, because y'all know there's a lot of craziness in the industry. There's a lot of satanic rituals and all types of crazy stuff when we get deep into the music industry. And I'm pretty sure she's seen it up close and personal. But you know what? There wasn't one time I seen her have anything less than a huge smile and a soothing voice in all of her appearances. Like, as a fan, I know this for facts. I've probably watched every interview, listened to every radio interview, every appearance, every performance. And I'm pretty sure, well, now I know as an adult, there were a lot of rumors when she was in the industry. As a kid, I wasn't really into that. I didn't really know. You know what I'm saying? But I've never seen her crack out of her character. I've always seen her be herself. I've always seen her be genuine, have this light about her, always smiling, always laughing, always inviting the love from her fans, her supporters, you know, never really having that type of weird energy that just threw you off, you know what I'm saying? So that was a big thing to me. And let's see what else, because I'm still reading off the paper. Like, I got stuff in my head, but I need the paper because, you know, my thoughts be all over the place. I always got a lot going on. And yeah, so recently, I won't say recently, I feel like since I became an adult, I find myself missing her. Now, when she first passed, I thought it was weird. Even as a kid, I was always mature for my, like, more mature for my age, you feel me? So I would always think, like, how could I miss somebody I don't know? You know what I mean? How could I feel this attached to her as an artist, and I didn't really know her personally? But now it makes sense. The older I've gotten, and the older I've gotten, and the more I've had time to think about it, and the more I've really tackled this topic of narcissism, dealing with it in my life, it makes a lot of sense. Is because of what I just said. It's her essence. Knowing that she's been through just as much pain as I've been through in life, but she never acted out of character. You know what I'm saying? She's never cracked. I'm pretty sure she's had moments where she cracked by herself, you know, really had her moments, or expressed how she felt to the few people that she may have trusted. But in the public eye, she never acted out. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie and say I haven't had times on social media where I vented. I may have never been detailed, you know what I'm saying, and put my business out there, but I've probably like said, fuck this, or, you know, this shit is crazy and people are weird, and, you know, I don't understand this, I don't understand that. I've had those moments, and I think I've always admired her for keeping her character intact. And I really feel like if she was still here, you know what I'm saying, especially because I've been an artist all my life, real talk, like on some hobby stuff, you know. I've always thought logical. I never thought I would end up really doing music, but now I am. Now I'm really taking it serious. I'm taking the steps to get there, you know. I've got connections, all types of stuff. I'm not really into bragging, but really, it really is about to be my career. And I feel like if she was still around, I would want her to be a friend in music. Probably the only one, if I got to work with, that I would actually be able to trust and would want to mentor me. Because let me tell you, I got a mean anger streak. You know what I'm saying? I really do. Like, I have a mean anger streak. I'm not gonna lie. For real, for real. And I know that it's something that I need to work on for myself. You know, not because I can't get a hold on it, not because I don't do the best I can to suppress it. I don't just be out here wilding in the streets, but, you know, there's a lot of narcissists in this world that will get to know you. You might think they're genuine, and they get to know all your ticks and booms, and all it takes is that one button to be pressed one day and everything fuck up for you. And I really don't want that for myself. So, you know, I guess, like, I miss her more now, because I feel like that's one person that would understand me, at least in the music industry, that I could become friends with or work with, that would really understand me and be able to mentor me on how to handle that type of pressure, handle the press, handle the blogs, handle the this, handle the that, the opinions, social media. Yeah, so that's where I'm at with that. Let me see what else. And it's like, oh yeah, another thing is like the type of music that I make, it speaks. You know what I'm saying? I don't make nonsense music. Everything I make has a message. You feel what I'm saying? If y'all think I'm lying, go check out my Instagram. It's TheyScreaming. All right? Go follow me. Go watch my freestyles. Everything, whether it's me singing or rapping. I think I've done poetry on there. I don't really post that a lot, but I do poetry, I write. So everything that I say, whether it's out of fun, I always put a deep message in. You feel me? I always can combine the two, because I'm a deep person. I can't write I've written fun records that had a little bit of politics in it. And I'm not really political, but there's issues that just I be seeing that bugs me, and I really feel like I gotta speak on. So it's like, I know that my music is kind of like hers, even though she didn't really speak on topics in a way. Because of her essence, she healed people in her own way. A lot of people kind of just really was drawn to her because of her spirit, her soul, you know what I'm saying? So that would have been big for me if she was still here, to really be able to do that. And I already know I'm gonna be big. I'm not saying that with a big head. I know, like, I've already got some accolades from a lot of artists that I grew up on. And I know that I might have some trouble coming into the industry because of who I am, because of my spirit. Because I'm more for good than evil, and I'm not gonna put no bullshit messages out there, you feel what I'm saying? So, yeah, let me see. Alright, so how narcissism ties into all this, right? with the anger problems and everything like that. Narcissism has like been a part of my life for as long as I can remember, like family members, friends, relationships included, and even the workplace too, in a major way. Being a black gay woman is crazy. Like, people know I wear my heart on my sleeve, and that my heart is bigger than my body. You know what I'm saying? It really is, and I have no problem with that. I wouldn't change that. I wouldn't change that for nothing. Like, no matter how much pain that causes me, I wouldn't change it for the world. God made me that way. I'm cool with it, you know? But no one is perfect. And everyone has flaws, and my flaw is anger. You feel me? And I have no problem admitting that. And I believe I was given that take no shit attitude because I always try to do good, you know what I'm saying? Or I try to solve people's problems, or try to help people, heal people, or be there for people. I truly am the definition of leave no man behind. And when you're that type of person, like, you take on a lot of pain. That's literally the definition of an empath. You take on people's pain. You try to heal it. You could relate. They could relate to you. They're drawn to you. They might take from you because they feel your good energy. They feed off of that because they might be in a sunken place, and they know that your good energy could help them out of that. Feel me? It's really a big thing, and it's draining for real. But let me see. I'm still reading from the paper because, like I said, y'all know I can't remember all this. I've been through people highlighting the few negatives I have to make their one positive stand out, knowing that they possess and lead more with negativity. That is like the biggest thing about a narcissist that people don't understand. A lot of people are drawn to their charm, and they can't tell the difference. Some people mistake it for having a good spirit. It's really not a good spirit. They're so skilled and well-versed in human beings that they know how to manipulate emotions. It's really a skill, and it's really hard to deflect off of that energy. Feel me? It's definitely tough when you're facing it. Sometimes you'll never know, and sometimes dealing with a person like that and trying to do the dance with them, trying to work around them, especially if it's somebody you love and care about, you don't want to give up on them. Sometimes people will make you the bad guy too, because they think so highly of them, because they're blinded by the charm that they think you're the problem. That's a hard thing about dealing with narcissists, you feel me? I've been through people watching me try to solve the issue with healthy communication, knowing my buttons and pushing them to gaslight me into anger, screaming and yelling, while they calmly say something sarcastic, erasing my previous efforts, knowing it would make my anger worse, affecting both my mental and physical health. We've all been there. Like, I know we've all been in a relationship or a friendship, and you just can't, for the love of you, understand why it's just escalating. No matter how good you try to be, it's escalating. It's escalating because they know all your buttons. They know your release button. They know the emergency brake, the glass, pull the fire alarm. They know every twist and turn. And it really takes a lot to know and understand and deflect a person with that type of personality. And it takes years, and even after understanding what it takes to deal with people like that, you're gonna still have slip-ups. You're gonna always have moments. You will never perfect that craft because it's not in you, because you're not a narcissist. You know what I'm saying? You have too many emotions. You're a good person. You can't deflect what you don't know. You could say you've learned tools to calm it, but you can never fully understand or never perfectly be able to deal with a narcissist because you are not a narcissist. You feel me? Let me see what else. I would go so far to make points easier for them to understand by saying, if I were to do what you did to me, would it be okay? And their answer being, I don't know, to cause confusion and make me think I'm crazy, to avoid them being wrong and showcase them for being a manipulator. You feel me? Like, there's been a lot of times where I was like, It got to the point where I knew everything I was saying was right, and I wasn't trying to be right. I was just trying to make them understand that this is so unhealthy, what they're doing to me and what they're doing to other people. So it gets to a point where you just run out of words to say, and you're like, you know what, put it this way. You think you're so right by doing this to me. You think I'm supposed to take it. But what if I flipped that? What if I did that to you? Would you be all right with it? The answer has always been, I don't know. How do you not know? If it was okay for you to do it to me, why, if I was to do it to you, you can't just say, yeah, it'd be acceptable? Because they know in their heart of hearts it's not. But instead of saying no and agreeing with you and taking a loss, they might just say, I don't know, to confuse you, to keep you in that box of being hopeful, having sympathy for them, really just going back into that victim role to make them feel better. It's, like I said, it's tricky. It really is something that you have to work on. Let me see what else I got on here. I've been through never receiving apologies that were owed, but them having excuses that were bullshit, locked and loaded, ready to fire at me, on top of begging for sorries. And then when they gave in, hearing the most insincere, stale apology, like my bad, or sorry without the I'm in front of it, or hell, even a cut and dry I'm sorry without saying the action that was wrong, acknowledging it, taking accountability, and expression of their actions being better moving forward. Like, dealing with a narcissist, they'll do the bare minimum to keep you hooked and reeled in, but when it comes time to do the dirty work, they will walk all the way around it. Like, I've really had conversations where I'm like, bro, I just want you, I don't want to give up on you, but I want you to do what's right. I need that apology. You feel me? Like, I need you to say this so I could be able to still be in your life and help you. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be like, my bad. Like, no, I'm not accepting that. That's not a real apology. If you care about me and care about all this time and effort and all this time I've been there for you, you're not going to give me a my bad or sorry with nothing else said, or even I'm sorry. So plain. You got to be like, you know what, I'm sorry for hurting you. Like, maybe I don't understand how I hurt you. I'm willing to understand if you help me understand where I was wrong at and really teach me or give me that chance. I know I messed up. I'm not perfect. I'm not trying to make an excuse, but I'm trying to make it better. Anything but just a dry response. That shows people they care. When it's that dry response and that very bare minimum, that's narcissism at its finest. You feel me? Let me see. I've been through pulling teeth. Let me see. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. My handwriting is a little iffy, but let's see if we can get through this. I've been through pulling teeth, figuratively, of course, for someone to admit what they did, only for them to change the narrative once forgiven, and doing the process all over again. So even after, let's say, I did the most to get that apology, and I might have actually got a sincere apology, they might have actually dug deep to say something meaningful and really, like, because they know that you're about to be done, that you're at your wit's end, and I might have got that apology. But at the same time, it's like, let's say another argument pops up that is very similar to what you've been through with them. You feel me? And here we are again. You might say, you already abandoned me once, or you already did this to me once. And they're like, no, I didn't. After they just admitted it, after they just said sorry, after they just semi-acknowledged it or whatever. And it's like, am I bugging? Like, it makes you feel crazy, but they put you in that process all over. They scramble your brain a little bit. Like I said, this is a narcissist game. They are good at what they do, and it's hard to decipher what's real and what's fake with them. You feel me? I've been ignored for days or weeks or more with no explanation or with no good reason of doing so in the first place. And God forbid if I did the same thing in return. So I've had people kind of stonewall me You know what I'm saying? Like in relationships more so. Friendships and stuff like that, I'm not gonna be like acting like you're my woman. You know what I'm saying? If you do all that extra, this is more so in the relationship field. Just kind of disappear for a week off of a petty argument, and they thought it was okay to just not call you for days off of a petty argument, off of like, oh, I like red and you like blue, why don't you like blue too? Like that type of petty, like something small and minuscule. They use that as a big grand excuse to disappear and probably do something they ain't got no business doing. You know what I'm saying? I've been through that too. You gotta look for all these signs for real, like, it's crazy. Let's see what else. I've been controlled, but let me just want the normal expectations of respect, and it was seen as control and rebelled against. Let me put that into perspective. And this is also with relationships. There are boundaries and rules that everybody has. Oh, there might be people that are okay with you flirting with people and say it's harmless, but you better not cheat. You better not kiss nobody. You better not date nobody. You better not have sex with nobody else. Whatever the rules you have in that relationship, that's the standard rules. And that's exactly what I mean by that. Like, a person will try to dictate. You can't barely have friends because they jealous. The friends you do have that you had before them, they jealous of them, and all types of just crazy petty rules. But if you try to give them the same rules, or 9 times out of 10, if you're a good person, if you're an empath, you're not even trying to really control them like that, like they are to you. You're doing the bare minimum. Listen, all that extra new friend shit, I'm not really comfortable with. I don't know these people. I don't really think you need 50 more new friends. Being in a relationship, you don't know these people and their intentions, or whatever have you, or going out too much, doing too much crazy things like that. Regular rules. They're gonna basically tell you that they have no rules, while they go above and beyond on the rules they set for you. A narcissist, they have to have control, but they do not even like doing the regular bare minimum, the standard that's supposed to be given in a respectful relationship. It's the number one narcissist thing. But all in all, I can go on, but I won't. You know what I'm saying? It took me years to even begin to understand narcissism and how it triggers the fuck out of me. Not gonna lie to you, I'm just now really making this realization, and a lot of these things I learned from videos, and I'm not gonna give resources because who knows, some of the narcissists that used to be in my life might be watching this, and they might try to find it and learn how to dismantle somebody else's self-work they've been doing by watching these videos. So I'm not gonna give information. Just know it's kind of a spin off of what I learned. I'm not trying to take all these words as my own. You know what I'm saying? I've also learned from people like me, like us. We will never fully understand it, because for people who are empaths or empathic, it is impossible to understand someone who is an empty shell, or at least acts like that, which I stated before. You know, we've had that talk. We're never going to fully understand, but it's really not our job to. But it's okay. There will be a point where you're going to be strong enough to set boundaries, and you will notice tantrums from the individuals you set those boundaries for, and it will prove you right and that you are not crazy. You're not crazy for feeling how you feel. 9 times out of 10, if you had that crazy gut feeling that never went away, and that just keeps nagging at you, and you keep having these same conversations, and you're going on and on in your brain like, I just want to be treated equal. I just want to be treated fair. I just want that same respect. You're not bugging. They're just really good at making you feel like you're bugging. So anyways, this video already ran over the time limit that I wanted it to, but I hope, you know, we really dived in. It was a really good topic, and I hope that this helps somebody else that may be going through it, that has gone through it, or hasn't even begun to like understand what they're going through, and maybe this will give them some insight. I really do hope this helps somebody, because me learning this has started to help me. So anyway, like, comment, subscribe, put some comments, let me know if y'all are going through it, if this helped. share some stories if you're comfortable. If you don't want to get too detailed, that's cool. Make sure you comment, make sure you like and share, make sure you subscribe. Most of all, everybody follow me on Instagram at TheyScreaming. Check out my music. Of course, like I say always in the beginning of the video, that's my song too. Y'all go check it out. It's on all streaming platforms. Until next time, scream. Love y'all.